I grew up in a really small town. The town was called Fife, Washington. So 1,500 people live there. My mom was a second-grade school teacher. My dad was a mechanic. He owned a gas station and a garage. I went to work for him when I was 13 years old working on cars. And I really didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. But I knew I wanted to play football, and so college was great because I could play football, but it had to be a smaller school because I wasn't that big and that fast. And so I applied to Chico State, California. It's the only college I applied to. I figured it's warm and it had a reputation as a party fun school and was a small enough school I could play football. And the only problem was I didn't get accepted. My parents said, well, you got to go to school. You have to go to college. Why don't you go where we went, which was Pacific Lutheran University. My freshman year at PLU, I really tried my best to turn it into Chico State, California. So I finished my freshman year with a 2.3 GPA and a D in a religion class. And I went back home and my parents were like, wow, this is a private school. It's costing a lot of money. You got to make a commitment to do something. So I took anatomy first semester my sophomore year and I just loved it. I had this instructor, her name was Ruth Sorensen, and she'd had polio, so she walked with leg braces and arm braces, but she was the most passionate teacher I'd ever met in my life. The week before finals, she said, you know, can I meet with you next week after finals? I'd like to talk to you. So after finals, I met with Ruth Sorensen in her room, and she literally sat across the desk from me, looked me in the eye and said, what are you gonna do with the rest of your life? I think there's a lot more potential in you than you think there is. And she made an appointment with pre-med, pre-dent advisor, whose name was Harold Laris. I sat down with Ruth Sorensen and Harold Laris, and 15 minutes later, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna be a dentist. I graduated at the top of my class at the UW Dental School, and so I've spent the last 35 years of my life, in a lot of ways, hoping that I am Ruth Sorensen for somebody in every audience, that I help them see in them what they didn't know was there. And when you help them see what's right in front of their face, and all of a sudden the pieces come together, and they go, oh, wow, I can't believe I never saw that before. Wow, that makes so much sense to me now. That still, for me, is the funnest thing there is on earth. That's what keeps me motivated to keep doing what I do. Those kinds of moments where people are influenced to be able to see and understand at a different level.